Dionte Bowler is suing his stepson, Liam Blas, for money owed that he took the money out of his account. Going to the order. All rise. Have a seat, everybody. Judge, case 616, Bowler versus Blas. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm going to try to make it simple what the parameters of this case is about. Mr. Bowler, you are running at a freshly shopping business. Yes. How long will you have it? Since 2024. And you wanted to be at junior management. Yes. And the junior management because you wanted to be a junior team leader. I assume you want to be a junior team leader. Yes, ma'am. This is what the case is all about. You went into a business with Mr. Blas, Liam, according to you, that you got into an argument on February 5th of 2025, and you decided to break up the friendship, and because she lied about you, and you want him to pay $400 to bring your friend back. That's what the case is about. Yes. Mr. Block says that you're arguing because you started it, because the fact that you started it, because the fight says that you were fighting because there were some parameters. Correct. Just in my own information. Because you two are just fighting over each other because you don't like to be working. Because despite the fact you left, because you do any reason that you left, because any reason that I didn't have to necessarily go into now, because you tried to fight, you tried to work it out because you didn't like the argument. Yes. So what are you suing him for? I'm suing him for because what I'm fighting is on January 5th, 2025. I told him you're not funny. You're funny. You should be demoted from freshly. Because he told me to stop because you just sent me a message. Okay, so he sent you a message on Discord. It said what? He said about the argument. Okay, so let's understand this. You were just fighting with the defendant that he started to get into an argument because you got into an argument that the fight was starting. Yes. Why were you fighting with Liam? Because Liam and I were just got into it in physical. What do you mean in physical? You mean you were fighting at him? Yes. Okay. So it is the reason that a parameter that you got into a fight. Let me understand the parameters of this case. You got into a fight because the only thing because you gave him a dollar because you gave him $1 to bring your friend back. Yes. Okay. So you got your friend back, and you said, "I'm gonna bring your friend back." What happened next? Okay. So I went to tell him. I said, "Liam, I'm gonna give you $1 if you be nice to me." He said, "No, I don't want to be nice to you." And then the fight was going on. Okay. So he told you that the fight was going on. You broke up the friendship. What happened next? Pick it up from there. Okay. So he told me. And that he told you what? And I said, why? He said, I want to help. I told Liam. Liam said he wants to help. Never, so he never said anything to you. Correct. Okay, so he didn't say anything. Now you're sitting in freshly with Liam. Yes, go ahead. So I said to Liam, I said, what are you doing? And then he told me that side of his story because he lied about the incident. Right. Okay. So, let's go back. So he argued with you because this is what happened. You got into an argument with Liam. Yes. And you both screaming at each other. Yes. On Discord. Yes. And then what happened? And then after that, we got into an argument. What do you mean you got into an argument? What does that mean? Because that I don't understand. That I don't understand. That you got into an argument. You both screaming at each other. You were screaming, and then you both acted inappropriately. You were being rude to each other. What happened next? And then Liam said, and I told Liam, I said, "Why'd you do this to me?" And then he apologized. He didn't, because he's owner at the freshly shopping. He just fired me. Okay, let's go back. So he fired you, yes, and you went to the different job, yes. Then what happened next? And then the argument is that Liam would try to fire me as a management intern. Yes. Okay, so you got into an argument with Liam, and then you both got into a screaming match, and then the two of you You were angry. Yes. What was the argument about? Because Liam and I would get into a screaming match. I guess me and him, we got into a heated argument. He said we were friends, Dionte. Okay, so he said we were friends. Yes. And then he said, because he said I did not lie, Dionte. He was using caps. And I said, yes, you did. Lie again. And then because the only thing he tried to send me a message about getting me demotion for freshly shopping in the United Kingdom. Yes. Okay. So now you sitting in an argument with Liam. What happened next? And he was cussing at me, and he was trying to tell the owner to get me fired. On what date did he get you fired? September 28, 2024. Okay, what happened next? Then Leon decided to ban me from the game, and he told me, what game was it? So I can, curiosity. I don't have to speak any interpreter. So, you and Liam get into an argument, and then you were screaming. You said, let me get it back to the game. I ordered scrambled eggs. I didn't order pancakes. I didn't order chicken nuggets. What did he say to you about that? And he said, you've been banned for freshly shopping UK. You're not coming back. And then his witness, Jaden, telling me he said I was not allowed. And I said, okay, I'm allowed to come back. And then that's what his witness said. Stand up. Be careful what you say to me when you don't get a die if you lie to me again in the United Kingdom. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's be careful what you say. Stand up. Tell me your name. I am the hot water Jaden. And Jaden, now I want you to tell me, why do you think Dionte did that? Dionte Bullet is accusing his former junior managements, Liam and Melita Crazy, Jay, and his other witnesses, Ultra Petty, and his other friend, Mesh Jack, for lying to Dionte on Discord. Why would you want to lie in front of Deonte's Discord? Because somehow you want to lie to me. Because that's a lot of baloney. Because you did it bad. Because you lied to him about the Discord. Because at some point that you because you want to lie about the argument. Because you want to situate. You weren't there during the situation. And especially you lied about that. Because no one in the intention that nobody in any other brain. Because you were arguing with the plaintiff, despite the fact, because the arbitrator, despite the fact that democracy that you were fighting with him, because he is 29 years old and you were fighting with the 29-year-old. Yes. Just a second. So you're fighting with the 29-year-old. Let me hear. I was angry with him because he was screaming at me. No, just not. Shh. Go ahead. So he was angry, and because he was angry with me, because I screaming at him, I kept screaming at him. What you screaming at him for? Because we screaming at him because no, you were screaming at him, you were using caps, and I heard the text messages that you sent to him. What I heard, the text messages, that based upon what I read, that's because the messages that came out, Your Honor. I don't give a rat's ass. You said in your text messages, you said that because I don't believe you, because I don't believe that the fact that you just said, because he got into an argument, because you fired him in the United Kingdom, because you fired him at freshly shopping, you didn't do that. You didn't do the right thing, and because now you can sit down. You can go home to the United Kingdom. Now, you're sitting here with Liam, yes, and having a drink and freshly go, yes. Go ahead. So I said, Liam was telling me what is I doing here? And he came up to me, he said, what is I doing? But then he said, what the heck are you doing here? Because I'm just getting a drink. I said, I'm getting a drink. So I came here because he told me what you're doing, and then he said that. Okay, so he said to you, what the hell are you doing? And then because the party was negligence, and then he was screaming at me, cussing at me, yelling at me, disrespectful. Okay, let's stop right there. Let's stop. So he's cussing at you. He walked away from you. Yes, and then what happened? And then I went to pick up the drink, and then I walked away. As I went, show me when you walked away from the door. So at about a block away. Correct. Okay, so he walked away. You walked away. You having a screaming match. You were arguing outside in the voice chat. Yes, go ahead. So I had said to Liam, Liam, why were you cussing at me? Because you want me to believe you? And he said he was going to screaming at me. He came outside and he's screaming at me. All the witnesses were not there. Who was not there? It was Jay or Emily. Emily wasn't there at the time. No. Okay. So Emily was not there, and then you heard a confrontation and said what? And I said, Liam, what you arguing with Dionte for? Just a second. You said, what you arguing with the 29-year-old for? Yes. And then I wasn't there at the time during the incident. So what does that to do with you? You're the witness. Yes. You said to them because you said you weren't present at the time. You were the tutor management. Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. I understand that because he wasn't there. Just a minute. Are you telling me that a man like you, when you said to a 29-year-old who was a management intern, and then you fired him? That's what you want me to believe. You want this face. I want you see this face? This is an all-season face. I want you to get to the point what Dionte did. I want you to look at this. So this all-season face is going to believe. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. Alrighty, let's start from there. Okay, so he was working as a management intern. He was strolling at the self-checkouts. Never. I don't speak because he said I was. He said I was strolling at the self-checkouts. He came up and he used the operator barcode to avoid the customer's checkouts. To avoid the items from their checkouts. And then that's why he got banned for no reason. Just a second. Are you allowed to ban other people from the game that you were supposed to do? Just a second. Listen to me. Are you allowed as a junior management for banning other people because you banning other people out of the game? The answer is either yes or no. I was not there, Your Honor. And you weren't there, Mr. Austin. Then you can sit down. You told me that you weren't present at the time during the incident, during the situation with those two people arguing, because that's the stupidest thing I ever heard, with those two arguing, because their argument is the they didn't hear about the situation. Go ahead, because you see, along with this comes together what you just said. Okay, keep going. And I said, Liam was arguing with me because I heard the situation. Just a second. So he came to the game. So Liam came to the game and he didn't apologize. No. Oh, just a second. That became materialized because he didn't apologize to you. Said he didn't unblock you. And what happened next? And I said, why had you not unblocking me? And I said, can you please unblock me right now so we can talk and so we can discuss? And I said, okay. And then he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything on Discord. Correct. Okay. And then the conversation just ended. Okay. So the conversation ended and said what? I said, Liam, can you please talk to me on Discord? I need you to talk to me. I need you to talk to me. So we can discuss about each other so we can be friends. And he ignored me. He ignored you. Correct. Okay. Dionte Bowler and his other friend, his former friend, is suing his other friends, Leo, BMR also, Jack, Liam, and his other friend, Joshua, wasn't there during the situation. Dionte says Emily was not present at freshly shopping in United Kingdom. Well, during the incident occurred, you just told me, Liam, Mr. Blocks, you were present during the times that you said that I was fighting with him. Especially what you did was, you did the wrong thing when somebody came to you because you and I, this is a 501c3 hustle. Because you just told me that there was a fight going on because you were fighting with the United Kingdom with Dionte. I got the hustle. Because I'm not asking you anything yet. There are no further questions. Now, Mr. Bowen, I would like you to get back and remember, do you remember in September 28, 2024, when you working with them? Yes. It's the day before Liam approaching me because he was trying to not to be rude to me because he was screaming at me. The next thing, because he didn't apologize whatsoever, and then he came up to me and said, I said, why'd you do that? And then the next thing that happened, I said, why are you screaming at me? He was screaming at you. Yes. And then what happened? Then he was screaming at me, and then he was, because I told him, why are you screaming at me during this situation? I was working in Fresh Creek Shop in UK. I was in Fresh Creek Go. He has an argument with me. He was yelling at me, cursing at me and stuff. What's he cussing at you for? He was cussing at me because he was yelling at me because I was arguing. Because you were arguing with him? Yes. How many times did he argue with you? A couple of times, Your Honor. Because he lied to me on the Discord server, and I said, on a Discord message, I said, yes, you did. Lie again. And then you said, yes, you did. Lie again. Okay. And then I love what this tutorial is. I love this is going. Okay, keep going. And then Leo started to try to be rude to me because he started to try to be rude, and I said, because he banned me for the freshman shuffle game. And then that's what he did, and then he came to the game. Therefore, my father was there at the time that during the fight. Yes, okay. So your father was there during this situation, and then your argument is that he was screaming at you in the game, yes. Okay, so he argued with you and said what? And I said, Leah, why'd you argue with me? Like I said, you screaming at me again, I'm going to call 911. And then the next day, you went to call 911. Yes. It said to the United Kingdom, those people are scammers to try to take advantage of you. Correct. And then what happened? Then I went to my mom's room and I said, Mom, I need help because these two people in the United Kingdom try to scare me because they tried to harass me. They tried to talk to me because I'm 29 years old. I had that responsibility. They keep contacting me on Discord. They keep contacting me. They calling me and sending me a message every once a day that he texted me. Okay, Mr. Coleman, yes, Your Honor. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be very, very careful with your answer to me. You work as an assistant manager for a while? Yes, ma'am. And you live by yourself? No, I live with my parents. And does your girlfriend work? She used to be at Flint Middle School with us for many years. Can you tell me how many members in Fresh Creek Shop in UK, Discord members, that you have visited them for a long time? Never. I know that. We don't even know each other. Your Honor, he's been harassing us on September 28, 2024. What does that have to do with you? Because he was being rude to us. Just a minute. That's his pleasure. You don't understand that you don't have to help me, Dionte. That's not goes to the charity. Because he was arguing with us on Discord because he sent the message to Liam because we gave him the motion. Just a second. Are you allowed to get over the demotion of the game? Or just follow me what I'm saying to you. Are you telling me a man like you, because I got the hassle, because you donated to the side of rejected. Because I told Dionte say we're gonna be successful. Just a second. He says we're gonna be successful because you donate. You demoted him for freshman shopping. They're going to justify the play to the amount of $6,000. It's too bad I don't listen to side hustles. People should learn how to respect each other, and the United Kingdom better than the United States. I strongly urge, because it's too bad I don't listen to side hustles. Goodbye. This court is adjourned. Because I don't listen to the side hustles. Liam was trying to be rude to me because on Discord. And that's what it is, because Liam was trying to be rude because he took advantage of me on Discord because he lied about that. You know, Dionte, sometimes the reason why Liam was doing it the wrong thing, and then Liam said that he was trying to be rude to him, because Liam was said that he was trying to be rude to him on Discord because he didn't mention. The only thing I want to tell you, Sarah, is if the defendant was said to me on Discord, because if the defendant has proof of that, then he would have said to me, because he would have said that to me, the defendant would have said that to me, because he has no proof of that he did, in fact, that he sent Dionte a message. And he said he didn't say that in those text messages, which I don't believe him. Because if I believe these kind of stupid stories, that I don't believe. Because it's a situation that Dionte was angry because he was very distracted because the defendants were trying to be responsible. Right. Because just so you know, you're not supposed to have physical contact with a 29-year-old on Discord, and you're going to keep contacting him because you had no right to send him a demotion notice that you had to get him an additional emotional support. The only thing I want to say to them is the United Kingdom has no idea, because in a corporation, that in another corporation in the United Kingdom, those pay tax dollars, they offer the cash flow, and they would separate a check that the money was not taken out of his joint account based upon what I did. What my map is not my strong suit, because it's so far what the defendant tried to lie about that, because the fact that the defendant said that he didn't, because he didn't let Dionte to work, he didn't give him another chance. Right, that's what I exactly want to do. If I would have contacted you, Freshly Shopping UK, and called 911, and that's what the Dionte did, and then the police were there in the United Kingdom. They would have said, listen, these people in the United States and United people were trying to have physical contact with the 29-year-old. Sure. And I think it's not a smart thing to do, because it's really terrible for a 29-year-old to have such emotional, because it's really sad that you have emotional distress when you have it's something that makes sense. Absolutely, because you shouldn't have responsibility, because you're not supposed to talk to a 29-year-old. Exactly. That's why their parents should be liable for that action. Who has not been in time to get the child's time limit to have physical contact on Discord. That's why the parents to have parental controls should not have physical contact with the 29-year-old. Sure. And just for my reaction into this case, Sarah. Sure. And I think that is really logical to me, that it's mind-blowing. It really is. And you can't have physical contact with the 29-year-old, and you can't lie. Because would you want to lie to your mother, or whether you lie to your friends or an acquaintance that you had no physical contact on Discord to the 29-year-old and say, hey, Dionte, and because you had sent no messages. The only thing I want to tell you, Dionte, Dionte, was very sad and emotional. The other day he said that he was angry because he is very emotional. His mother would come into the room and say, look, these people in the United Kingdom would have been a conventional scam because they got caught. Absolutely. And just so you know, that the United Kingdom, that I contacted them because they have an LLC, their registration, they have filed their tax return, which is filed 990N, because they make less than $25,000 a year. You don't do that. You keep that, right? Because they didn't do that. Absolutely. And it's my emotional debt. I believe in the United Kingdom should not have that experience on Roblox. Because if I believe those pay tax dollars, what they do is they didn't do the right thing. Sure. And just so you know, you need to learn your lesson to not to talk to a 29-year-old. Absolutely. That's what normal people do in the United States. Right. That's absolutely correct. Stewart, his stepsister, always doing for money for the car he purchased. According to the order, all eyes. Have a seat, please. Oh, Judge. Case 641, Stewart versus Stewarts. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. and Mrs. Stewarts, this is your sister. This is your sister. Yes, you went to purchase a car from your sister, and you went to get the car from a Walmart dealership. You went to take a look at it. The car is what it was thousands of dollars that you want. You because your sister gave you the car and the title that was in your name because of the car title, and it is your claim that your sister took your car without your permission. Yes, and you want your sister to pay you back, which is $500. Yes. Your sister says that you acknowledges that she didn't pay you back, whether the money was taken out of your account, whether there was not any assurance that the insurance company that you paid is 80% of your car insurance that you pay, and $500 that you went to go over there. You went to Verizon that the phone was not working and the battery was 60%, and you want the cost to replace your phone. That's what the case is about. Yes, Your Honor. Your sister says that you went to Verizon, just like Verizon, because you went to Verizon, because you went to get the phone, because you paid for the phone plan, to put on her name, that you went to get your sister the phone, and she has a counterclaim. And your counterclaim is that you gave her the phone, because you gave her the phone that was in your name, because you gave her the phone, and then your counterclaim is that you gave him the phone. That's your defense. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So let's start with this. I'm going to start with you. Tell me, what do you do for a living? I am working at Burger Halls. For who? And I work at Jack's Pizza in Southwest Florida. So you live in Southwest Florida. Was it an apartment complex, or did you live in a company complex? And did you live in the house? Was it a company complex? I live in the company complex. What number are you living in? 301. Okay, so you live in 301. And the plaintiff was living in 704 an apartment complex. You went upstairs to speak to your brother. Yes. Okay. Now, on what date did you get the phone? February 13, 2023. Okay. What kind of iPhone is it, and where did you get it from? It's from Verizon, and I went to the Verizon store. He gave me the phone. Who gave you the phone? Now, just a sec. Who gave you the phone, and who did you give it to? Dionte Bowman did. That'll be you. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So he gave you the phone. You gave the phone to your mother and your brother, because your brother gave you the phone, and then you went up to him and said, I want the phone. Yes. And this is the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Yes. Okay. Now, you gave your sister the phone. Yes, Your Honor. Step up. Tell me your name. I'm Dionte Bowman. I gave her the phone. Because the phone was worth $500. So you gave your sister, his sister the phone. Yes. How much was the phone? It was, I don't want to hear, I want you to do something for me. I don't care about Verizon, I don't care about T-Mobile, I don't care about Quicken Wireless, I don't care about I care about AT&T. I may care about that, and I don't care if you got the phone from any other carriers. How did you get the phone from Southwest Florida? And I want you to tell me you got the phone from Southwest Florida. Yes. Okay, so you gave the phone to his sister-in-law. Yes. Okay, just a second. So you gave her the phone, and then the phone was yours. Yes, Your Honor. And he gave you the phone. You don't understand where I'm coming from, right? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. So your brother gave you the phone, and the phone was worth $500. Yes. And you gave her the phone. He gave you the phone for free. Yes. Really? Yes. The phone was not for free, Your Honor. I paid for the show. Oh, you're ridiculous. Because you gave your sister the phone. It's impossible. Your Honor, he gave her the title to the car. I went to give him the phone. Just a second. So you gave your sister the phone. Yes. How much was it? It's worth $1,500. No, I don't. No, I don't believe you. That's not what I just asked you. I asked you, did you get the phone to your sister? You told me yes. Yes, Your Honor. That's what you said in your complaint. In your complaint, you said, I got the phone for my sister. You went to borrow the phone from my sister so I could go visit a Verizon employee. So that's what you gave your sister the phone. Your Honor, the phone. Just a second. Your sister said that she came over to the store to give you gave him the phone. Yes. So you gave your employee the phone. No, I gave him he was a customer. She's a customer, of course. Just a minute. Are you telling me that you gave you the phone because Verizon store that you worked? Yes. And you became associated for how long? For about 3 years. So wait just a minute. How much money did you make? But think about it before you answer me. You gave your sister the phone because you said the phone was worth $500. Because you gave her the phone because you gave your sister the phone. Correct? Yes. I don't believe you. David Stewart has accused his sister-in-law, Uncle Stewart, for the value of the phone that it lasted a year. How much money did you get him? $2,611. And how much with the phone? Sarah, could you look that up? Sure. Give me 1 second. The phone was worth $1,500. Yes. And it's $66 that you gave your brother. So according to their record, I'm looking at the phone in the back over here, and the phone was an iPhone 12. There were some phones over here in this game because according to less than $25,000. Okay, so there were $25,000 that you sold. Did you get him the phone? Did you give your sister the phone? Yes. Okay. So you gave your sister the phone. What kind of phone was it? iPhone 12 Max Gold. Why in the world would you give your sister the phone for iPhone 12? That's a lot of who shot John. Because you gave your sister the phone because I'm just asking you where you get the phone from. Yes. You gave the phone from your sister. Yes. Yeah, your case is dismissed. Now we're going to get to your counterclaim. Because your brother gave you the phone because you gave him the total. Yes. I'm telling you, I dismiss your counterclaim. Forget about it. We're done. Thank you very much.